Item 6, CFO report. Michael? Becky, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Okay, so first off, we'll look at the PowerPoint up on the board. This is for June. Our actual admissions, we were at 34 with a budget of 45. And the prior month, we were at 37, so we were down just a couple. Our gross revenue, $3,787,209. Uh-oh. Kelly, how do I do that? I gotta go back. Oh, previous guy. Okay. Kelly.
Do you want me to click it?
No, got it. Salaries for the hospital, we were at $430,056 with a budget of $490,876. So there's a significant savings under salaries. Our benefits at $199,067 with a budget of $197,758. And our net revenue, we were at $974,419 with a budget of $1,046,566. Some of our benchmarks, salaries as a percent of net revenue, we were at 44% with a benchmark of less than 47. Budget, our budget versus our actual salaries, we were $60,820 under budget. And the ratio of salaries and benefits to net revenue, we were at 65% with a benchmark of less than 66. So our benchmarks this month looked pretty good. Supplies, $99,026 with a budget of $175,056. Professional services, $191,500 with a budget of $158,597. Repairs and maintenance, $46,328 with a budget of $29,152. And the difference of that, I had to do with a machine in OR that sterilizes instruments had gone down, and so we ended up having to pay for that out of pocket. Indigent, we were at $26,396 with a budget of $34,442. And our total expenses for June, $1,234,022 with a budget of $1,319,789. Our cash collections, we were at 100% with a benchmark of greater than 98. And days of cash on hand were at 8 with benchmark of 45 plus. So collections, $973,349 compared to our net revenue of $974,419. And here's the hospital cash flow. We didn't have anything significant as far as any income like from grants or UC or anything like that. It was basic stuff this month. You can see at the bottom we have a cash deficit of a little over $400,000 on the hospital side. The one thing you might note here that let me see right here where it says the payroll registers, we did have 3 payrolls that actually paid in June, so that was a little different. You can see it usually is around 400 and so. And on the 501A side, again, nothing significant. We have a cash surplus of $168,000. So consolidated, we're still down $230-something thousand. That's it for the PowerPoint. But in your packet, you'll come across the financials for June. Let's see. I think it starts on page 9. Oh, no. On the hospital income statement, so that's actually page 10, we had hospital inpatient of $472,975.83 with a budget of $774,578.53. So we were a little over $300,000 under budget for inpatient. We did almost make up for that, though, in our outpatient services and our senior care program. And year to date, we're still within $15,000 of being, we're actually $15,000 over budget on our revenue. Our expenses, I had mentioned before that the expenses were under budget, almost by $85,000, a little over $85,000 in June. And we're left with a net income of $75,970.10 on the hospital side. If you look under pecan plantation, you'll notice the expenses under pecan are a little high. Well, not a little high, they're about 29,000 over budget, but that's from the renovation, and we're allocating that out for a couple of months, like for 4 months. So you'll see that the expenses are a little bit over, but that's what that's for, the renovation of the pecan. And then our income statement on the 501A side, we were $124,761 under budget on our revenue, but the expenses were also under budget, $295,902 compared to budget of $408,862, leaving the clinic with a net loss of $95,608. Anybody have any questions on the financials?